Alright, welcome to my fourth YouTube video. Sorry it took me so long. Between my full-time job and constructing my house, there wasn't much time left to make some videos. Second is that actually in the meantime I had to move from Germany back to the Netherlands. In this corona time crisis, you can imagine how tough that was and how challenging that was. Anyway, here I am back. Today we're going to talk about the build of the project, so how I constructed it, what decisions did I make, what mistakes I make. So let's have a look. This is actually the best place to explain you how I built it. So the platform where I built up my house is 11 meters by 8 meters wide. That already wasn't the plan. It was a plan that it would be 7 meters wide. But because of those, it turned out to be 8 because they come in standard lengths of 4 meters. Anyway, these are the base structure, the pillars, burned with the Suzuki Man method, completely oiled in, so they're protected against water and any infestations. Then on top of these beams, there are a full line over the whole length of the platform, 5 by 15 beams. And then cross on top of those 4 meter beams that reach to the middle beam, and then it crosses over to the other one. Right, so why did I make this construction? I'll explain you. So main thing was I didn't want to use too much wood in the construction. Second, I didn't want it to bend while I was standing on it. So one of the things you have to take into account when you design a span of a wooden beam over 2 pillars is the deflection. And you can go the engineering way, which is then taking into account the elasticity of the beam, the type of wood, oak, Douglas, or the class, the grow type. This gets very complex very fast. There's a dumb calculation which says that if you want to calculate the maximum span, you have to take the height of the beam, multiply by 20, and then you get the maximum length. So in my case, I have 2 beams of 3 meters because the width of the tent is 6. So I wanted to span 3 meters, divide that by 20, and I would get a 15 meters high. If you look it up in standard dimensions of wood beams, you would get immediately then a 15 by 5, and that's how I came with that decision. And then I spaced my beams 50 centimeters apart. One of the main drivers for that dimension was the OSB plate, which is 2 meters 40. So I wanted to have the beginning of the OSB and the end of the OSB ending in the middle of a beam. Ja, that's it. Denk je dat hij door rond dat haakje kan?
Is het goed of niet? No?
Nee, is goed, laat maar. crap explanation.